Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you had a great weekend, and the weather's good here, so I hope the weather's good for wherever you are too. I am also happy that it's starting to get lighter in the morning for me, so it's not just always waking up in the dark and starting the stream and then getting off when it's light. So I'm just like all around happy about that. I'm also happy about where we got with Asteroids yesterday. So we can fully play the game. We have our score. We have everything like looking really good. We got lots of little artifacts as we destroy our asteroids. We don't have sound. That is something I would like to add in, but that was sort of like an optional thing too. And oh, our guns only last a short distance now. We did change that because these bullets are lethal to me now. All bullets are lethal to me, and I don't know if I'm going to keep that. All right, we also have these UFOs. Wait a second. I thought I shot them a few times, but maybe I didn't. Maybe the bullets weren't activated and take that long. Oh, that's probably what it is. The bullets weren't activated. They need to be farther away. So there's tuning that would need to happen. But what I wanted to do is think about and then start implementing some kind of Twitch chat integration for this. In my sort of like thinking about it, I realized that if I had actually put into requirements one of the Twitch chat integrations, then it would be a lot easier, and I wouldn't have to do as much refactoring for this part. So because of that, I don't think I'm gonna go with another player ship being controlled by like an AI that is associated with a Twitch chatter. Instead, I'm thinking of weapons platform, a completely different class of like enemy, or in this case, ally. So here's what I'm thinking. As I'm flying through here, then I call in a like somebody can do like a bang join or something like that, and that would cause maybe like a square with their color. So let's say somebody has green and it's a fill. So they pull in their color, and I don't know, like I might do some interesting design for it. I don't know if I will. Everything else is like pretty basic. So if I do something like, okay, we have, I don't know, we have like a square with like the circle for like the turret on top, and then it fires. It does the little pew pew out, and that's going to be the AI, is like deciding where to fire, and then we can have a whole bunch of these. Now what I haven't decided on is, should these bullets be lethal to me? Should my bullets be lethal to the platform? The platform definitely, I'm thinking, can just get destroyed by the asteroids and the UFO bullets, so we may have to like rethink our layers and figure out how to do the collision layers for that. But that at least is not like a huge, everything else is going to have to be refactored if I wanted like them to be ships. So I'm thinking we'll have this be some kind of player like station. Maybe like we can call it like a drone or something that we put out there, platform, and it fires not randomly, hopefully, but like at asteroids, maybe at the closest asteroid. So with that, I want to actually pull in the Twitch chat wrapper that we have and start that going. So hit the crates and find the wrapper. I think it is just chat wrapper. Yep, this is mine. All right, so it's Twitch chat wrapper. So by pulling this in, I should be able to start using it. Do we have documentation on how to use it? Not really. I think what I have to do is send it. There's this run function, and it's going to take a receiver for chat and incoming chat messages. And I think I also have to have .env so I can have I can like put in my key for that. So that'll be interesting too. All right, so receive for chat, send incoming chat messages. All right. So that should be pretty easy. We also need to run this in a thread, which can happen in main. So in main here, we're going to want to create a thread. What if I can do that like in a function down here, or if I should do that in here? And we're going to want to store away those channels into the game state. So let's actually create these channels first. We need to create a receiver and a sender. So receiver for a string. These are going to be asynchronous. Oh no, synchronous? I think they're going to be synchronous. They're just one at a time. And let's see. Receive for chat. I don't think it's that. Is it you? Oh, is it a channel? Creates a new asynchronous channel, returning the sender receive halves. There's also sync channel. Okay, this is a sync receive. Oh, this is also on sync. Never mind. Hold on. Okay, this is just standard sync MPSE receiver, which means I can create that using standard sync MPSE channel. So standard sync MPSE channel. So we create this. This gives us a tuple of our sender and receiver. So our sender is going to be incoming chat messages. So and I think I need to tell it what this is. So can I say that you're going to be a incoming chat message, here a string? Yeah. Oh, I have to do this twice then. Okay, so this is a sender. So send chat message. receive chat message, your string, and then I also need to do one for incoming chat message. Let's see. So really, this is our senders. This is send to chat. Is that correct? Send to chat? No, this is send to us. So send to game. And this is, do I even care about that? I don't know if I even care about the other one. Send to chat. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I wrote this. Okay, so we have send to game. Now the other one is going to be this one right here. So send incoming chat message. This is what we're getting back. Oh, and they need, okay, this is a receiver. So okay, so this is send to chat. This is a receive from game. So send to chat, receive from game. And there's strings. Now here, we have the incoming chat messages. So the send is going to be send to game. Receive from chat. Okay, it's going to be a new channel. And you're going to be a chat message. So I create these, then we're going to create a new thread, and we're going to run the Twitch chat wrapper in there. It's probably going to crash right away because I'm not going to have the right environment variable set up for that, but we'll get that set up. We'll follow the error messages. Okay, so given that, I now want to actually run this thing. So how do I want to do that? I think we probably just want to start a thread off. So there's a spawn. There's the function, which returns a join handle. Okay, so if we do let, this is going to be the Twitch chat wrapper thread equals, okay, spawn. And then in here, this is where we want, we have these threads, we have the channels here. We can then set this up. So we want to do the run command. So Twitch chat wrapper run. We have receive for chat, which is this receive from game. So receive from game, and this is it's the receiver and sender. So receiver and sender. So send to game. And you don't, oh, you do return a result. So, but I have to unwrap you. And I think that's how this works. If I just run this, we should get an error saying that I can't connect to Twitch because I don't have the right keys. or not. Here it is. Okay, so thread unnamed panicked at called, result unwrap on an error value environment variable not found. Oh, that's too bad. It didn't tell me exactly where the error was. Okay, so I need to look up in here. Actually, I don't know if this will show me. Let's actually just head over to the code. Huh, you're actually showing me the code in here now. Interesting. So the main library, we pull in this. Okay, we have, okay, so this uses .env. So all I need is a .env file. Okay, so we're going to use get user config is where the user config comes in. I believe that's where it's checking that. Config. Get environment variable. The key, okay, cool. So we're just gonna call that a bunch. Okay, so environment variable, we need Twitch channel, Twitch name, and Twitch token. That's it. So the way this is gonna work is we're gonna create a file in here, but I'm gonna have to protect it from all of you. And I want to expose this file. It has to be in the root of my source directory. So this is gonna be a .env file. And we need a Twitch channel, Twitch name, and Twitch token. So Twitch channel, Twitch name, Twitch token. Now, if I just make this up right now, and we say, okay, Twitch channel, well, that's gonna be Zerker. Twitch name, this could be, I wonder if I can just make up whatever I want. It's like Asteroids bot. I don't know. Twitch token, if I just put something like that in there, that's clearly not a real token. And then what I need to do is ensure that this is in my get ignore. Definitely not. So in my Asteroids Rust, we need to put .env there. And just to check that this isn't finding it. Yeah, .env is not showing up in this list, so I can't accidentally commit it now. So that's good. Now, if I rerun this again, oh, environment variable not found. So that wasn't one of them. It either wasn't one of them or it wasn't the one that I was looking for. And I spelled these correct, right? Twitch channel, Twitch name, Twitch token. Twitch channel, Twitch name, Twitch token, okay. Unless it needs to go somewhere else. Oh, do I need to put it up one level? Like because I'm in, oh, I don't think it wants to go into source. I think it needs to go in here. So if I rerun you, and that should still be hidden, right? Yes, it is. There it is. Error value invalid token. Token must start with OAuth and be 36 characters. Okay, so it failed validation for that. So at this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and remove that file. And can I even open this up? I can. There is a way for me to hide files, and like .env isn't showing up in here. Yeah, I don't know how to like truly hide that and remove it from even being able to find files. So I'm hiding .env here. Oh, notebook. Okay, I wonder if they're gonna start. I saw something about VS Code turning on notebook modes, which seems like it's gonna be pretty cool, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do more better than just hiding it from here, so I can't accidentally click on it. But if I still can like Control P and like get there this way, which maybe if I just completely quit VS Code, reopened again, maybe I can't find it now. So it is here, but we can't see it. Ooh, new version of REST Analyzer. Let's get it. I do that. I can still find it and open it here, which is unfortunate. Can I tell you to hide? No, okay. It's not what I wanted. I want to open to side. Remove from, oh, okay. I removed from recently opened. Now if I search for it, I don't find it at all. Perfect, there we go. I had to remove it from the list of recently opened. All right, so that protects me. So then next up, you go over to the right and code builds, Rust workspace, Asteroids, and okay, now I can update this here. And in here, I need a new private window. I always forget where I want to go. It's the go get the token. Twitch token. The Twitch dev actually has like the URL to go get it. I need to register. This is somewhat different. Let's see. Twitch auth token. Right, there it is. Found it. Okay, so connect. I want to log in as my Berserker bot. Okay, so there it is. Circlebot. Put you in there. And then you need to check my email. There it is. There's my code. There's the token. Throw you in there. Quit out. Clear that screen. Let's see. Recopy a bunch of stuff into my paste buffer. And close that window. All right, and let's go ahead and close you too. Should be relatively safe. So if I cd back into Asteroids again, and we rerun this, no crashing. So we're good to go. Okay, so with that, let's head back into main. What I want is receive from chat. We're going to get this chat message. So I want to take send to chat and receive from chat and pass them into this game state here. So we want to go into our game state and we want to take in receive from chat and send to chat. So receive from chat. You're gonna be a receiver, and the receiver is gonna have a chat message, and then we have send to chat, which is gonna be a sender that takes in strings. Okay, so receive from chat. Receive from chat. Send to chat. All right, happy there. We're not doing anything with this. We're just sort of keeping this alive as long as the game is alive. We can probably have some kind of like the game is quitting and we're done, and then we close off and join up the handle, and then we're done there. Okay, so given that, now we can come back into here. We need to store this in our game state. So we have the should just be able to copy you two. And we're going to just store you away. So receive and send. Now what I want to do is inside of update here, maybe after everything is done, this is in the while loop, right? Yeah. I can do this inside the while loop. I can also do it outside the while loop. So as soon as like anything happens, we're going. Let's do it inside the while loop right now. So it's matched with that 60 frames per second. I should be able to get the Twitch chat messages and print them out like as a log. Jack DNB, hello. I am implementing a Twitch chat integration for the Asteroids game, so you can join me in the game, kind of, as sort of like a defense platform. And I'm not sure like exactly how the firing will be. I might do like a simple traditional style AI where it like just finds the closest asteroid and fires a bullet at it, or I might do something where you can like actually send a chat messages to have it fire. I'm not sure which one I want to do right now. I do want to remain cognizant that I don't want to ban anybody by accident because they overdo their chat messages, which kind of happens with the Get the Streamer game. A lot. Okay, so we have the receiver now. So I want to get that out. So if I do let chat message equals self dot receive from chat dot recv. Now attempts to wait. So what I want to do is a try recv. Attempts to return a pending value in the receiver without blocking. This method will never block. Okay, so if there is no message, it just won't do anything. So there is a result here. So I'm going to just unwrap you. That gives me this chat message. And then I want to just debug the chat message. So if I do this and we rerun you, oh, that's not fun. Let's see. Oh, called result unwrap on an error value empty. Now, I don't actually want you to error out if there's no chat message. So this is wrong. So there's attempts to wait in the value. Okay, I don't want to wait. Try recv. Okay, so it doesn't block, but it gives me a result. So if I do a try recv, oh, I wonder if I have to match on this, or I just ignore the error. So if I do if let okay message equals this, then we return the message. And I just completely ignore the error because it's empty. Now, what are you upset about? Oh, like what happens if there's no else clause? Let's just put the message in here. And I'm not going to handle this right this second. So I don't need to return you. I'm just going to do that. Okay, so no crash. If we send a chat message now, we should see that pop up down here. So literally any message whatsoever. So I think if I do something like hello, we see that here. We have message hello, name is me. They have the color that I'm set to, and my display name, which I've set. So it's possible that you may not have set that, which is why I have that as an option here. And I'm a subscriber because I am the owner of this message. So this is a really cool way for me to like easily add a chat integration to any of these like simulations or games that I created. We got a report that this this chat wrapper works really well, except for really long standing applications. Like if I want something to last for hours and hours, then it usually disconnects at some point in time and then doesn't reconnect automatically. And that may be because it's using the Twitch chat crate under the hood. Maybe there's something new that I can like update for it. Maybe we have to like just implement it our own. I'm not sure, but the wrapper should actually should help us here. So this is really cool. We can now have we can create commands off of this. So if I wanted to do something like, if we do bang join, we can see that. Here it is. We see that as the bang join. So we can like look for anything that starts with a bang and go there. Twitch sends out pings and a bot should respond with a pong, otherwise it disconnects. Yeah, and I'm using somebody else's crate. I'm using Museum's crate behind the scenes. So it might be that there's like a problem in there. Maybe it's also possible that I'm using too old of a version and he's fixed it and I need to like update mine to use the newest version. I don't know. It's been a while since I made this. Like half a year about since I last used this, really. Okay, so that's interesting. I'm gonna get the music information too from Pretzel Rocks. That's actually interesting. Okay, so how do I want to deal with this? If I want to like have a join and like a command gets sent out, and based upon that command, we want to insert a platform into the game that can then get start doing all of its things. Which means we need like a list of, well, because we'll have our sender, so we can query through every time that we try to send. So maybe we should like have a handle. We could have a handle chat message. And another good question that I'm not sure exactly how this handles is because I'm doing this like try-rec v, it almost turns it into a queue, I think. I get one message from it, and if there's like 100 messages waiting because a lot of people have sent messages in one, well, frame essentially, like instantaneously, I think I grab one message, 99 are still there, and then the next frame I grab the next message, and then the next message. So essentially I created a little queue by accident. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So if I want to do this, I can take this message and have a handle message, or even have it like turn into a command. Right now I don't think I want like too many commands. What I do want to do is maybe move this up to the top. We're going to put this right in here. At the very top. We're going to get our message out. Right now we're just doing the debug on this. We probably want a system for handling this message. So let's go ahead and create that system. So handle chat message system. All right, so what are we caring about? Well, we can pass in that receiver and it can do all of its stuff in here. So we can have receive from chat. You're going to be a receiver that has a chat message in it. We're probably going to want like a world and everything else, but if I don't worry about that right now, I'm just going to return an error result. Nothing in there. All right. So in this case, I want to move you essentially out from here into here. So we have receive from chat. It's not a self. We're gonna try rec v. We're gonna get that message out, And we're going to debug the message. And so what I can do here is that message equals you. We're going to return this message. If we don't have it, we're going to do an early return like that. All right, so now we have our message in here. I can still just do the debug of the message, and that will just ensure that this is still working exactly as expected. And we have our handle chat message. We're going to pass in. Now, I don't think we want to give ownership of this. Can I? I can't remember if I can clone the receiver, or if it's the sender. One of them you can clone and have many of, and one of them you can only have one of. So let's try it. If I do self dot receive from chat, cannot move, and it doesn't implement copy. And if I try to clone this, yeah, it doesn't implement clone either. So we need to do this as a reference. And therefore you need to be a reference. Then I think it works. All right, let's check this again. All right, so everything is still working. We still get our test. All right, so if I want to like insert something in, we're gonna need like the mesh. We're gonna need like a lot of the things of whatever we're like displaying into the system. So let's come into here. We can have like our create the mesh for it. If we remember correctly, in order to spawn an entity, we need to have, let's see, use create helpers names. We're gonna need a, what is our drop? Location, a rotation, and a mesh. And then it'll draw to the screen. That's all we need. A location, a rotation, and a mesh. So in here, we can have a function insert platform into world. So we are going to need the world here, and you're going to have to be a mutable reference to the world. And we're going to have world here too. Okay, so given it here, it's going to be a pretty simple world.spawn entity. With component, we're going to give it the names. So names, we know we need a, what do we say we need? Location, rotation, and mesh. So names, location, and then whatever this data is, with component, names. So actually just say this is the location. We have a rotation. Oh, we have to string this too. Peyton rules rating with a party of 3. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Rotation. Let's actually show off what the what like this Twitch chat wrapper did for like our last game that we made, which is the Get the Streamer game. Where are you? We're going to load this up over here. Go run, release. Yeah, so this game is really interesting because it's using that Twitch chat wrapper behind the scenes that we're just implementing right now. The main difference of how I want the game to work is every time you want something to happen as a viewer, you have to do a command like #fire or #sword and then the column, and it's hash, not bang. And then it will drop it in one of these areas, and then I have to avoid it. I forgot how loud that is. And it can get a little bit crazy in chat because of that. Peyton Rules, how was your stream today? I saw that you were back working on things. Did things go well? Thank you for the heart. Oh, Chantilly, thank you for the heart. Oh. I didn't recognize it as a snake right away. I don't know if Peyton hung around. Epic Blark, hello also. Oh, you've got me in the corner again. This is not good. No! Ah, so close. I was so close. GG indeed. Good job. Good job, everyone. You got me. Okay, so that's an example of using that Twitch chat wrapper. Okay, raiding running today. Well, thank you anyways for the raid. I hope that you had a great stream and have a great rest of your Monday too. Okay, so we have a rotation, a location, and a mesh. And that's all I'm gonna care about. So names, mesh to string, and you're gonna be the mesh. So if I just start with that will get it drawing out, even if it's like separate from everything else. So obviously you need a location, rotation, and mesh. Let's actually pass these in here. So we need a location, which is gonna be a point. We need a rotation, which is going to be an F32. Now, I'm pretty sure for a rotation, we don't want this to be rotated at all. So maybe I don't need that there. But we do need the mesh, which is going to be a mesh. And then we can do let rotation equals 0.0, F32. Okay, so that handles these. So then I need to create, actually create these. So location wise, we can have like another function here that sort of like chooses the location. So function choose random location. Maybe like choose location. I don't know if I want to do a world here. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I definitely want to return a result with a point inside. So let's just choose something like 500, 500, and we'll start there. So if I do let our location equals point new 500 100 and then we're going to return our location. I'm doing it in 2 steps here. So you're going to return an okay location. That I'm going to do it in 2 steps right here so I can make updates to the location, like maybe randomly choose the points, maybe double check that there's like not an asteroid there right away so it just doesn't get destroyed immediately. But okay, we get this location, which means we can get that here. So let location equals choose location. Okay, so that gives us a point. Then we need the mesh. So function create platform mesh. We definitely gonna need a context coming in. GG easy context. We're probably gonna need a size for this too. So we're gonna need a size, which is gonna be an F32, which means we should store a size in here too. So with components, names, size, string, and you're gonna be a size. Epic Blarg, hello, how goes the Twitch integration? We just started right now. The integration is going to work by us creating a platform in the game. It's going to be a solitary platform. Basically, think like a gun emplacement. We're just going to drop it into the world, and it's going to fire out in, probably to begin with, random directions, and then maybe we can figure out some way that it's not too easy for me, but at the same time, it's nice to look at, where it will like maybe fire at asteroids. And I have yet to determine whether or not the bullets from this will hit me and whether or not my bullets will hit it. I could see it being fun either way, where it's like, you're helping, but are you really? Okay, so we're gonna get that in here. We're gonna have the size passed in. We're gonna pass in a result that returns a mesh. Okay, so I want to do this as a rectangle to begin with, I'm thinking, but it can also just be a pure circle. Like, could be a circle, could be a rectangle and a circle, sort of like inside, to be interesting for that. Let's try that. Let's try a we'll do our rect is going to equal to a new rect. Okay, so for the X location, that's going to be the top left corner. That's going to be our size divided by 2. And then for the Y is negative size. Exactly the same here. So negative size divided by 2. And then our width is going to be size, and our height is going to be size. And that gives us like the rectangle here. And then I think we can just create the mesh. So we should be able to return an OK. Mesh builder. New. We're going to create a rectangle. A draw mode. Let's do fill for right now. We can make this like also white, but eventually I do want to pull in a color. And actually, what kind of the debug messages that we're getting, we have this color RGB. We can just use that. So we can also have our color here is a U8, U8, U8. So we can shadow this color. So let color equals color from from RGB. Okay, that's U8, and that'll be color.0, color.1, color.2. Okay, so that will give us a color. We could wait a second. Wait a second. I need you here. And you come down here. Okay, so we're gonna fill. We're gonna have bounds. The bounds is the rect, and then we have the color. Then, okay, rect. I think that's fine. Then we can build, end it in the context, question mark that, and return the result. And I think that'll make that happy. We do need to pull in the context here. So that way we could then create the platform mesh. So mesh equals create the platform mesh, pass in the context. Let's say that we have let size equals, let's just set you to 50. I don't know what that's going to look like. We have our size. And then our color, that should be the message color, if we have one. That's the interesting thing, is I don't know what the color is given if there is no color. Is it a... Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be like black or something. We should like overwrite that to like a white. I don't know. Okay, so we have this color RGB. So that's the message color RGB. So you're going to be message.color RGB. And okay, so now we have a location, we have the size, and we have the mesh. We need to pull in the size. That's you're in F32. Once we have that, we can call insert platform into the world, pass in a mutable reference to the world, pass in the location, pass in the mesh, pass in the size. And there we go. Now this is every time that we like any chat messages happen. So that's not optimal. And then you're yelling at me because we're not passing in enough stuff here. So what do you need? We have the receiver from chat. We also need a mutable reference to the world. So mutable self.world. We need the context, and that's it. So this should be happy. I should be able to run it. And if we do any chat message right now, so hello, and this gets added in here. So cool, and that's my color too. Awesome. Now, unfortunately, it's not coming in like a random location, but that could be like a good gun emplacement. I don't know if it's good to be that size, but it could be interesting. Let's say I want that to be a random location. This would be choose location now. So we can actually create an RNG here, or we can have it passed in. So we can pass in RNG, a mutable reference to a thread RNG, maybe? No? Use, let's see, rand prelude thread RNG. Then down here in choose location, we're gonna bring in that RNG, which does mean that here for the X and a Y, we can do let X equals RNG.gen range. Now we need the context too, which shouldn't be a problem. So we can get the drawable size. So let our width height equals graphics drawable size, pass the context. Okay, so we have range. So, okay, you're going to be between 0.0 and width for the X, and for the Y, you're going to be range between 0.0 and the height. And now you two become just X and Y being passed in. So if I do that, we now have a completely random, a random generator here. So we have errors. In choose location, you now need what? You need RNG. So here's RNG, and we need the context. That also means we need to come back to the main library because we were missing some stuff here now. So we need to pass in a mutable reference to self.rng. All right, let's try again. So I'm just sitting here, any chat message. So hello, pulls in there. If we get another chat message, doesn't even matter for me. It'll come, it'll come in somewhere else here, which is really cool. So those could be our like emplacements coming in to help me out. Now, if I want to ensure that I am safe from them, I need to also, let's see. We need to make sure that there's no asteroids and nothing with a size wherever they are. So they're easy, like we can easily tell where this exists. How do I want to have that? Yeah, it works there. Oh, and also Spush Kairos, hello. It's going well. We're able to get the messages in too. Oh, you have the same color as Epic Blarg, so that's nice. Now, I also want like only one, not identical. They look pretty close here. But yeah, there's probably like a couple numbers off of the U8 for the color. Okay, so if I want to make it so you can only do one per user, one per user, one per chatter. Yours was custom selected from the color cube. Pretty lucky if they hit. Oh, okay, that's nice. That it would be pretty lucky then. Let's see. Then I want, when choosing here, we have to do a guard after the message. Okay, so we have to like have in here who the chatter is. It's like we have to put in like with component, it's probably not a marker, but like the chatter. So maybe we need to head over to names and add in like a chatter. If we're going to do the chatter, we have to head over to the main library and register it. Now we can use this. So back here. Okay, so you're going to be a chatter to string. And their data is going to be the chatter name. Let's actually change you to chatter name to be very explicit. Names, your chatter name, and then I mean library, your chatter name. Okay. So given that, and we'll have chatter name, and you're going to be a string. Now, chatter name. I believe we get that out of the message, so I can do message dot. So there's name and display name, and I can't remember. That's an option string. So let's do that chatter name is equal to if let some name equals message dot display name. So if we have that, you're a name. Else, you're going to be a message dot name. So either your raw, like the raw name, or the display name if you've set that, and then we're going to pass that into here. So chatter name. Okay, so that should make that happy. However, okay, when I do that, we now have the chatter name in here. That means we can query it. So we can have a function check if chatter platform exists. Then all we need is the world. You don't need to be mutable, so it could just be a reference to the world. We're going to turn a result with a Boolean inside. Okay, so let's say if I find it, we're going to return early with a true. Otherwise, it'll return at the end with a false. So we'll have this okay, false at the end. So first of all, do our query. So world.query for a vec of names chatter name to string chatter names equals get name to string there. Unwrap you. Okay, so we have chatter names. And we need the chatter name coming in here. So this will be essentially the message name, which is, we want that to just be a stir. We want to then loop through the chatter names. So for chatter name in, I don't think I care much about the rest of it. So just chatter names. We need to cast this. So that chatter name of, you're going to be a data wrapper. There it is. Okay, so data wrapper. And that's going to hold in a string, I believe. Okay, so chatter name dot, okay, we don't know that either. So we need to also, yes, components, cast components. Okay, we're going to cast you. Okay, that gives us the chatter name. It's an RC ref cell, so we can now borrow that to check against. So if dereferenced chatter name dot borrow, if you're equal to the message name, then we're going to return, if the platform exists, this will be a true. So return and okay, true. And if we get to the end, it's going to be a false. Okay, so check to see if the platform exists. Okay. Move occurs because message.name has a string which does not. Okay, so that's, let's select debug you above. We get the message. I think I can just clone you. Can I not clone? Can't clone. So message doesn't implement clone. Oh, what was I thinking? Can I do a reference? I think I just do a reference. And that'll be happy there. Okay, so now we can check to see if the platform exists. We get the chatter name here. So if check if platform exists, pass in a reference to the world, pass in the message name, that's the chatter name. And you need your string there, so you're a reference. You're going to return a result. So, okay, so if that there, if the platform exists, we're doing an early exit. So we're just going to return an okay like that. Otherwise, we're going to keep on moving forward. So now I should be able to run this. And only one of us should be able to create a, well, no, each of us should be able to create one at a time. So I could do one. So test. There's mine, but I should try it again. And it doesn't show up again. But you can create one, but like not another one. So perfect. That allows everybody to have one. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I haven't decided if these can be destroyed by the asteroids yet. It could be interesting if they are, and they can like maybe come in after you're destroyed again, or if like you're there forever and now you're helping / not helping. I don't know how that's gonna be. So that's like it's pretty nice so far. We have to also come up with a good design for this. My initial idea was to do something like this. Have like a square with a circle on top of it. If I do that, in here, or create the mesh, we have the size. I can do that. We can do, okay, so we have the rectangle. We can then do a circle here. Do a draw mode. Fill. Can have a point. You're just gonna be 0.0, 0.0. Our radius is gonna be maybe size divided by 2. And our tolerance 0. Actually, you can be like maybe 1.5. I don't know. It could be interesting. Color will make you black. And then we'll build you there. And so if I do that after the rectangle, that should show up on top of it. So test. Okay, that's maybe a little bit too big. And I guess it makes sense. It's a radius. So divide in half, that still is like the radius there. I want to like divide it by like a pretty significant amount then. So maybe let's divide by 4. See how that looks. I know Petrolux did get one. Petrolux is gonna help me. Maybe. Ooh. Oh, did I not? I didn't. Okay. I also don't, I'm not properly exiting out right now of the thread. I need to be able to handle that properly. Oh, so that's not good. That starts like right there. So I would need for this mesh, we have our circle. Interesting. So I would think that the size here and then the point would be 0. Oh, wait. I did the wrong divide by 4. You're divided by 2. You should be divided by 4. There. That's better. And after seeing that, I probably wanted to divide this by 8. There we go. That's going to be happier. Maybe like a little bit, maybe divided by 6 or something instead of 4, but like that could be our platform here. And it's going to fire out bullets from the center, which would be pretty cool and interesting. We can even do one last thing to make it look maybe a little bit nicer, especially if somebody has like a black or a very dark color. We can create one more rectangle. I'm going to do this after this rectangle. I'm going to do a rectangle, draw mode, stroke. Width, we'll do this as a 2.0. The bounds is going to be the exact same rect, and the color is going to be white. So if we do this, we should have a nice outline around the square of white, which means that I don't think this is coming back. No. I think I need to wait long enough between when I quit and when I start the next test. So there it goes. Now there's this white outline borders. That way, if it's still like a black username, at least you're gonna be able to see where the platform is. And then you can try to see where yours are, or like estimate where it is based upon your color's name. So that could be interesting. I think for right now, this is where I'm going to end up leaving it off. There's Pretzel Rocks helping me out. Yeah, maybe I can even do that. There's no command to join. Maybe I'll just do something like just chat and you're in, and like you just say anything, and so that way you could just be chatting with me and helping. And then we can have it shoot at the asteroids, but I still have to avoid the bullets, which is going to be interesting because then it means like maybe I'm not even actively shooting at the asteroid. I'm just trying to avoid all of your stuff. Could be really interesting. There could be a lot of cool stuff about this. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and start spinning things down. I'm going to shut off the YouTube video here. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.